Hello, everyone. My name is Alice Bull. I run the membership group at scraphappy.org, and I'm excited to be with you today for this Scrapbook Live session for July. Oh my gosh, it's already July of this year. Um, I have a great kit to work with today. I have to say, I peaked. I don't always peak. Sometimes I'm good and I don't even look. I'm just like, pictures will work. It'll be good. But I totally peaked. I couldn't help it. I know that Kelly and Jackie know. I was peeking last night or during one of our Scrap Happy events. I'm like, let's see what's in the kit. So the kit that I'm going to be using is from the ScrapRoom. It's called a Flavors of the Month kit. And I get the kit. It has 4 little mini kits in it. And I think that is so wonderful because you get to try 4 different scrapbook collections, but I don't have to overshop 4 different scrapbook collections because my tendency when I'm shopping for myself is not restraint. My scrapbook room full of stuff will tell you that I do not show restraint when it comes to buying the supplies, but then I end up overbuying the supplies. So if you would like a lovely curated kit, or you are thinking, what could a curated kit do for me? Then I will show you today. The kits from the Scrap Room, you can find them at scrap-room.com. And their kits include, like, they'll send you out a digital cut file with your kit. You get a sketch. Like, there's a lot of stuff going on. And look at the cute cut file for today. I should have cut it out, right? I should have cut it out. It's adorable. It's this summertime fun with the cute little sandals. Literally, I believe that flip-flops are meant to be worn from the time the snow is gone to the time that the snow returns. Like, is there other footwear to be worn for that time period? No, there's not. It's either winter boots or flip-flops. I don't even know why I own shoes. But yeah, we're gonna look at what's in the kit. I actually get a little add-on. I get the add-on embellishment kit. So they do have some add-ons that you can add to your kit. And honestly, you wouldn't need it, but it's a little bit more fun. So it was tempting and I get it. So let's have a look what's in the kit. We'll go through this. I'll show you what I'm going to be scrapbooking today. And later on, we will do a draw for a free kit so that one of our lucky viewers that's here with us live today will actually get the chance to win the same kit that I'm working on. They actually take this kit and they set it aside all nice so that whoever wins today will definitely get this kit. So all the fun. And awesome, I see Marge is in the chat and she says, good morning from Red Deer. So feel free to put some comments in the chat, and later on we'll do some show and tell so that you can show us what you're working on right now too, which will be excellent. Okay, let's dive in and take a look. Let me move my little cameras around. Oh yeah, okay, so you'll see me, I'm still up here in the corner, but we have me on the camera. So this is the first of the mini flavors in this Flavors of the Month kit. And yeah, I got the whole sticker sheet. So this is included with the main kit, the 12 by 12 sticker sheets. You can see like all of the fun little icons. Obviously bees are strong in this one. You've got some nice, like, it's like a bluey gray color in this collection. There's green, there's a yellow, and of course black and white. So it's really nice, like some of the patterns that they've done as far as already looking at the stickers here. And I love these little scallop edge stickers. Like, I use those a lot actually. And these word things, I tend to use those a lot. Those are pieces that often disappear from my sticker sheet. So we got be awesome, beautiful day, be yourself, everyone else is taken. Welcome to our hive. It's got some hive rules. Home is where your honey is. Okay, funny story, side story here. My phone, you know, when you talk to Siri on your phone, my phone calls me honey because my husband set it up like years and years ago. I don't even know how to change that, but like now it's just such a funny thing that it calls me a honey. Okay, honey. Like, oh my goodness. So funny side story. Um, that's actually probably like a good scrapbook page, honestly, and I have the right paper for it. So yeah, good stuff. Let me have a look here. Um, there we go. Okay, so the first paper is this beautiful flower. Like it's not sunflowers. I'm not sure if those are like a certain kind of flower, but anyways, there's pretty flowers, pretty yellow flowers, good paper. This is like that bluish gray. So it's I would say it's gray, but with like undertones of blue, just like a little hint of blue in it, right? And then we've got this like daisy kind of paper. There's daisies and like other flowers, maybe. They all kind of look daisy-like. So that's nice. And then there's yellow with little tiny hearts all over it. I like that. That's a really nice tone on tone kind of. It's a fun paper, I think. I'm like, oh, for that. Oh, and here's like a tone on tone with the green. So like just look at like such nice neutrals to work with, right? But what's on the other side? Oh, this is nice. Okay, so we've got yellow with the tiny little flowers. So good patterns. Let's look at all the crazy patterns together. Nice. I like that this one has like a black base and this one has yellow base and this one has white base because it helps you when you're layering. I think it looks a lot better. And then you've got your nice tones. I've got 2 sheets of black cardstock. So if you're making double page spreads, you've got both of that. And yeah, it works out really good. So let's see what's in my bonus to go with this here. Oh, I forgot even to tell you. Did I take it out? I thought I did. Is it in the pile? What did I do with it? There's a coffee. Oh, there it is. It's hiding on my chair. There's a coffee for this month. Vanilla macadamia nut. So I did not have coffee yet today. You can tell I have enough energy already, but later today when I'm feeling that little dip in the day, that's I'm having that. Okay, let's see what we got in here. Ooh, we got some like different little. Am I looking at the wrong thing? I'm looking at the wrong thing. Yeah. Like, what is this? Ah, I see. So in the bonus add-ons, because I like to get those bonus add-ons, it's just like more fun stuff to play with. This is the one that matches with this collection. So let's take a look at what's in here. We've got some die cut pieces with little words. Be the change you wish to see. Home is where your honey is. Be happy, be sweet, just be yourself, be mine. We've got a little journaling piece. And so this is an assortment of pieces. So it's not the whole pack of die cut pieces. And honestly, I will say, I have never used up a die cut pack in my whole life, like ever. Like never once in my whole life have I ever actually used up a die cut pack. It like maybe that should be on a challenge list of things for Alice to try at some point, but like it's like, have you used them up? Never, not once. Wow, I just like got stuff on my glasses and it is horrible. I can't see it all. And I don't have glasses cleaner here because why would you have that here? Okay, that's better. Okay, so let's see. So yeah, a nice assortment of little pieces. Nice to go with little sticker pieces, having the die cuts. Just easier to pop up die cuts, right? Like I'm always like worried about the stickers when I'm popping them up. It's like, oh, is it gonna half stick down and half stick up? Once I squish it into my album. Okay, let's sneak this back in this bag. There we go. Yeah, this one's like a little frame, so that's kind of nice too. It's funny because I almost never use little frames like a frame. I use them like little layering pieces. Right? Okay, Marcy noticed. Thank you, Marcy. She says, my good coordination going on with my watch band and this bee paper. I fit right in. No, I love it. My son gave me his old Apple Watch that we had given to him for one Christmas a few years ago when he bought himself a new Apple Watch. And I used that thing until the battery would not last long enough to make it worth using anymore. And now I finally bought myself a new one at the beginning of this summer. And I've actually loved having it again. I missed wearing a watch like so much. Okay, so that Be Happy paper was from Echo Park. Let's move on. Our next one is from Photo Play. It is called Serendipity. And so we've got some embellishments. Let's look at them in a second. Okay. Ooh, but this actually feels like I have bonus embellishments. Look at this. Do I have bonus embellishments in here? It feels like it. So I've got 2 sheets of white paper. This is the basil white. And then I've got, am I supposed to have 4 sheets of paper? Hold on a second. Oh yeah. So it's a sheet of this and a sheet of that and a sheet of serendipity titles paper. So like the titles are like this extra bonus in this kit. Nice. And then we get a third of the pack of the photo play ephemera. So yeah, super fun. Okay, let's see. So these titles, that's super good. Like, let's just say if I had to make a title like this, I would feel tortured because like I'd have to like cut it out of something. And that would mean using one of my machines, and that would mean like hooking it up to my computer, and that would mean just torture. So that's my interpretation of torture. But now I get these like extra bits of the patterns from this collection. I love the little strips, little tag type pieces, all the little words. I love those. And then on the back, it's just a plain white paper. So it really is just like a little bonus sheet of titles. That's nice. Ooh, this is pretty. This is photo play. Like, you guys, does this not look like Paige Evans paper? Like, this looks like Paige Evans paper. Like, look at these two just right here. I would say, wow, that looks like Paige Evans. If you showed me this without getting me to see the bottom, I would 100% say this is Paige Evans paper. Obviously, there's a vibe. But yeah, this one is called Serendipity. It's by Becky Moore from Photo Play. And oh, then that's nice. I like the little vines. I like the colors. Like, it's so bright and cheerful. Gosh. And then we've got some words. What does it say? Happy heart, be silly, normal is boring, be kind, hooray, inspire, let's celebrate, my favorite things, this was fun, hey you, together, love this, remember this, I love you, YOLO, faves, good job. There's like a million different words. Like all the words. You could highlight whichever one you need to highlight. So it has them all. And then we've got this, oh, this is cute. It's like a grid, obviously, like, but it has like some little kind of stitchy detail in some of the lines. It just adds like that little nice little touch to it. And then it's just like plain. Oh, is it ombre? Oh, it is. It's funny, in front of my face, it's actually harder to see, but on the screen, you can see it's lighter up here and goes a little ombre. That's fun. That's fun. So yeah, nice paper in this photo play collection. You much fooled me with that paper. And then here we go. Let's see. These are also in the main kit. This is not add-on stuff, you guys. This is part of the kit. Let's find that white paper. And we got one of these sheets that has all of the little die cut pieces. This happened with all those little hearts. That's adorable. And these little moments. It's a good day to have a good day. Shine. I love the word shine. It's one of my favorite words. It's like not my word of the year or anything, but I just love the word. Love you. Okay, so I got some cute little pieces in my 1/3 of the photo plate ephemera variety. And then in the add-on embellishments, ooh, photo play. Oh, there is like a whole sticker sheet. Okay, so I got the whole sticker sheet to go with this. I have a lot of fun stuff for this collection. Wow. Okay, so it says awesome. Another thing, I think one time I used up a whole sticker sheet. So that could be like another challenge of the things that Alice could do. Use up a whole sticker sheet. It's like, oh, that might feel like torture. Oh, but cute. Like the little gumball machine has little hearts in it. There's like little happy smiling faces. Is this like a rotary phone? That's funny. Anyway, so yeah, some fun things in here. Just I love the colors. It's so fun. Okay, well, that's photo play. I feel like I'm taking too long, but I can't help it. I'm drooling over all the papers. Try to keep them dry, girl. Okay, next up in here. Ooh, this is nice. Like it's so much softer and more pastel-y than that last kit, but everything is gonna look soft compared to that. But yeah, this is nice. Okay, so this is from Pink Fresh Studio. It's called Lovely Blooms, and embellishments. We'll come back to those. I love this paper. I love these colors actually. This is pretty. Wow. Okay, so this is green. This is like you go from like this light and stuff, and then there's like this green, but like it's such a good base to kind of go with it. Okay, this hurts my eyes. I don't know if it hurts the camera, but like this paper is hurting my eyes. It's like these little tiny thin lines that are like, like the dark and light versions of each color. The camera doesn't like focusing on it. Like it's like, okay, that one I can pass on. Oh, but it's good. It's okay on the backside. Not my favorite yellow or anything, but I would use this. Like this would be okay if there's just a little tiny bit sticking out, but a lot of it is a lot. Okay, see like that? That's a fine. I could deal with that. Okay. This is nice. I like this pattern. That's kind of fun. It's funky. Oh, and I like this color. And 2 sheets of white. This is the My Colors cardstock from Photoplay. Oh, Photoplay has some cardstock stuff now. Interesting. It feels nice. Maybe not as thick as some things, but close. Yeah. Okay, well, this is the winner pattern for me. Man, I really like that floral. It's really pretty. So included with this kit, I've got some stickers from the sticker sheet and some fabric, 2 Pink Fresh fabric stickers, and a 1/4 pack of Pink Fresh ephemera. So, well, there's good things. Yeah, Roz, exactly. It's moving. Like that paper, like, yeah. It even holding still on my desk, it makes my eyes not feel comfortable. Okay, so everyone has to start somewhere, and look at the little bit of gold on there. I actually have a perfect photo and story to go with this actually. Nice. Happy me. And we've got some frames and some die cut pieces. Oh, and then okay. So these ones are the fabric ones. Like, I don't know, you can see the texture on them, right? And oh, they're so nice. So there's that, and then some more of the sticker ones, like the peel and sticker ones. Yeah, wow, we got like a lot of little doodads and lots of different styles. It's nice. Like I love, there's a very tactile part of scrapbooking, I would say. Like it's one of the things that I could make pages digital. I've done a couple, but it's just not fun for me. Like I want to touch the stuff. That's what I didn't realize how much of a part of my process that was until I wasn't doing it. Okay. Now, also in here, you get add-on embellishments, not in the main kit, add-on embellishments, half a pack of these Pink Fresh puffy word stickers. So what did I get? I got choose, happy, love you, hey, hello, and dream. I like that. That's nice. I love puffy stickers like this. I have to say, like the word ones, especially. That's just it, they always get used. That's a yes for me. Okay, we've got one more thing. Let's go. One more pack, and then I have to choose one. That's so hard. Okay, let's see here. This one is from Simple Stories. It's called Boho Sunshine. Yeah, Sharon's like, oh, so pretty. So this Simple Stories, Boho Sunshine, we've got this word paper. It's a lot. I like a lot, but that's a lot. But then we've got like a nice orange. These are slightly muted colors, right? Like I guess that fits more with that boho vibe. You're less in that like the brightest of rainbows, but like you've taken the rainbow and toned it down and used it all anyways. So I like it. So there we go. And sometimes it fits better with your photos because I don't know about you, but I don't always have like the brightest colors in my photos. So when you have a paper line that's a little more muted like this, it actually can be nicer balance with your pictures. I love these little smiley faces. This is cute. It just makes me think of the little smiley face stickers and I want to put them on everything. I was a kid that would work for stickers, like totally. My mom didn't realize how much she could have bribed me even more for working for stickers because I loved them. I love this pattern. That's nice. Oh, what's on here? Be happy, love life, smile big with all the cute little banners. And there's little butterflies and happy faces and flowers. It's cute. Okay, this paper is walnut cream. It's not white. We know what I think of the not white papers. We won't go there again. But I like the rest of these. And like, you can see why they chose it. Like it fits. But I still would put white with it because like, that's just what I would do. Anyways, yeah, it's funny. I'm going to think that every time. You are a star, good vibes, love. These are those thick, like foam backed stickers. I love these so much. So these are the quarter pack of, no, this is quarter pack of the Simple Stories floral bits and some Simple Stories foam stickers. So you get some of those and you get some of these little bits too. So what did I get in my little bits? Oh, and I got like a rainbow, a peace symbol, and oh, anybody else obsessed? Diane says, uh-oh, cream paper. She knows. If you know, you know. If you've been here before and I've had cream paper come up, you know. Oh, I like this little bit. I love those little mushrooms. I don't know why. Mushrooms are just like, they're so pretty to me. Like, I don't want to touch them. I'll eat like real ones from the store, but I actually had relatives die. Some of my mom's family died from eating mushrooms. The only one that lived was the one who was not home for supper. Like, yeah, so dangerous. Like, I take those mushrooms seriously. But my dad used to pick field mushrooms and eat them. And my mom was like, nope, no thanks. But this is super, super pretty. I actually really like this paper. And those cute little mushrooms and a smiley face. Oh, and then there's more stuff. Okay, so in my add-on embellishments, before I get too distracted and start picking or something, we have washi tape with little rainbows on it. Had they gone foraging? Yes. Yeah, they didn't get them from the market. They'd gone foraging. Yep. So grandma made food, and not my direct grandma or anything, but like the grandmother made food and the whole family that had supper didn't make it. Like, it's tragic. They take that stuff seriously. And look at the cute little enamel dots. Okay, I love this paper. And here's what I have to scrapbook for today. So I have a picture. It's from yesterday, you guys. This is like one of the freshest, newest pictures I've scrapbooked for a bit. And this was yesterday. I am making the worst face. It was bright and sunny. Like, I wished I'd had sunglasses on, but it was. So this is my friend and my friend's daughter. We actually went to high school together. We've been friends forever. Like, that was a long time ago now. So they came over yesterday. We spent like the nicest day together, had lunch. I forgot my purse, so she brought me lunch. Like, we kind of weren't planning to go for lunch, and then we did. So yes. Okay, so I like this with this a lot, actually. The shades of pink are slightly different, but there's also like this one, which has some nice tones. Maybe the pink tones are a little better in this one. There's that bright, beautiful paper with all the colors. We do have quite a bit of color going on in this picture. Is that like too much altogether if I do this? It feels like too much. I think I need a more plain picture for those. And then of course there's the bee stuff. We are in front of the flowers on purpose because they're actually all blooming right now. But I feel it's not going to pick up the colors from my pictures very good. So I gotta go this one or this one. And I like this one, but I also really like this one. I'm gonna use this boho sunshine paper. Okay, there we go. So, and okay, challenge of the day. Challenge of the day. Use some washi tape. I don't know about you, but like that's a underloved embellishment. Let's just say that the ones behind me have been on display for a while. so there we go. We're gonna go with this, I think. And got some oranges that will pick up. Oh, we got that happy face paper, which I love. We do have that creamy colored paper, but that would make a really good base for some washi tape. Right? Okay, so let's go. The sketch for this month, it kind of just has a large photo with some layers, and I don't know, it's not like screaming, do that. Sharon, she says, I used to love to collect it, but I never find the time I want to use it. And Jen says, washi tape, easy to collect, easy not to use. Like, I think we're feeling that washi tape vibe. So what should we do today? Like, make a plan, use some washi tape, right? We got to use some. We got to get some. Okay. Well, I'm going to start by cutting that edge off before I end up messing something up. Put my photo over here. And there we go. We're off and running. Good. So, okay, April says, I use my washi more for holding dies in place when die cutting than actually as a page element, but I still always dig through my washi bucket and use a non-favorite washi. Wouldn't want to use up the good ones, right? I know. I found that like you pick up the washi and then it doesn't tear off right, and then you're trying to pull it off of whatever you cut on your die cut machine and it's not coming off. And so that's when I finally broke down and I got this other like paper, like the tape stuff from like Thermoweb or whatever, and that stuff just works so much better. And I was like, okay, I'm done fighting. Like, just use that. Sharon says we are definitely hoarders. Let's see. Marcy says, I love using washi tape for quick borders for pictures and whole pages. That and Nuvo drops. I like to use them to bring into focus certain elements of the page, or to cover up when I screwed up something and tore the paper, removing an unfortunately choice embellishment. So like we get it, like that's what happens, right? So it's good for the cover up jobs. Okay, so I think we're gonna mat this photo. If I mat it with like the little things, is that gonna look okay? I don't know. Do I need to have, I just love this strips. I think I'm gonna cut them into some strips and put some of the strips. I just love these little things. Oh, and it's such a nice yellow on the other side. It would look better if I matted it with like yellow or this orange. I don't really want to cut up this. I think I'm going to use this as my background actually. Yeah, I like the look of that as a background paper because I think it won't be too busy to kind of put titles and stuff on. And I can't help it. I love those A-side papers so much. I love having them as backgrounds. It's like calling. It's like, well, I could do this, but that seems boring. I could do this, but that seems, oh, how about this really busy, crazy one? And it's like, oh, that seems much better. Like, it's just like, now I just like, yep, that's just who I am. Yeah, April says the pressure of the die cut machine makes the washi stick too good. I like the ones that are lick post-its, but I don't always know where that is in my supply. Oh, like post-its. I'm like, Unfortunate typo. The ones that are like a post-it. I have some of that too. I actually, because that stuff comes off really good. Oh, there is a little bit of this. I'm gonna not ruin this and put this aside just in case I needed this. Probably I won't because I'm using this pattern, but you know, just in case I could use it. Okay, so we're going to plan to have some vertical stripes because they're not lined up horizontally very well. Let's just be real. I would love to have horizontal stripes of happy faces instead, but they're not lined up very nicely. Like if I was going to cut like a row and I wanted to, here, let me show you like this. The horizontal rows don't look as pretty, right? Like you've got other stuff kind of getting in the way. They kind of work, but not that great. But if we do vertical rows, then they'll work just fine. Like every row is like a nice vertical row. So we're going to do that. That diagonal rainbow strip can go along the next to a photo on another page, right? It'd be perfect, right? Just like this little layer. So even though Simple Stories should get their act together and make a fully functional cutoff strip, because I would like that more. No judgment. But I still can use this, yes. So let's go and so one of the reasons that pulling in a little bit of this color too from this is that it really matches the color of my why is it raising my hand? I need to learn what is going on with this thing. It's like doing all kinds of funny things. My hand is up. I'm like, I'm talking, I know. But it matches the color of my lilies so good, right? They're kind of an orangey, pinky salmon color. There we go. I've been looking for what color they are. A little bit like salmon. So let's see. Marcy says, I have a magnet die cut base, so it took me a while to figure out what people were using tape for. She has a magnet. Hers just works, you guys. She doesn't need all the tricks. And I thought they were putting them on the paper to more easily remove the paper from the die cut post. Well, that could work too. But apparently, if you buy the right tools, you don't have to do all the cheats that we all have to come up with. Okay, so I'm going to cut a couple strips of vertical happy faces. Let's make some happy faces. Get some of them sorted. Okay. And now I wanted to definitely matte this. Am I going to want more yellow on this page? Maybe I'll cut it like this. It means I won't be able to do too many more vertical strips, but I think I'd like it a bigger chunk of the yellow. Okay. Let's see here. Yeah. These kits are always so curated so nicely. I'm always so happy about that. Like, they do the work so that I can just kind of cheat my way through. Not having as many choices actually makes the job easier, as much as I don't want to admit that. Oh, what if I layered those on top of all of the things? That'd be like weird or okay? I think it would be okay. Might need some more strips of it. I did make some still available on here. Okay, so let's get that sorted. We might do that. Then they're going to be crooked and we'll see if I'm okay with that. We'll see if I'm okay with that. Why isn't it lining up? Okay. Marcy says, I wish I could claim intelligence here. But the truth is my craft space ate my base and magnetic one was on sale when I gave up looking for it. Oh, thank you for sharing the truth of that situation. Okay. Because I have been working on decluttering lately, and you have no idea how timely that confession is. My craft space ate my base. Like, I love it. I love it. Oh, so fun. Because like it's stuff that just happens. Like those people that are out there, and if you're one of them, I applaud you. If you like can find all your things because you just have them all put away and everything actually has a space where it belongs, and your craft room is not out of control, or your craft space or the rest of your house, then like seriously, like that's the kind of thing I dream of being. I'm working on it, but I dream of that. So it's good to know that some of you are out there. That means it's possible. So feel free to fill us with hope. Marcy said, and then I could justify the purchase by saying, well, it's not exactly the same as the missing one. So even if I find the old one, it's not like I have two that are the same. I love it. I love it. So good. And April says the best way to find anything in your craft room is to buy a new one. I've seen my husband do that in his garage so many times. Like, let's be real. He's like, well, I thought I had one of these, but I don't know where it is. So I just ordered another one. Like, oh my God. Yeah. So that's a real thing. Okay. So now I think I've got my thing, and now we need to go with that rainbow washi. It's time. Its moment has arrived. So I think we're gonna make like a little frame to go around this, or are we gonna do some strips? Are we gonna do like a base? It's like, oh, I know what nope, I've changed my mind 3 times. Oh, we do have this nice word paper that I quite liked too. It's a lot, but like once it's less of it, it won't be a lot. Love vibes, low bloom. I could like put this in the spot and get the word bloom on here somewhere. Okay, I think we got to go with the washi tape thing first, though. We got to work on that. Oh, Roz, she has the other hobby. She says, I spend more time cleaning and organizing my space than I actually do creating in it. That's the other hobby, Roz. Like complementary. The collecting of the stuff versus the using of the stuff. Those are 2 separate but distinct hobbies. Okay. So let's run this off the edge. What am I thinking? Have I never used washi tape before? Am I trying to be stingy with it? Wouldn't want to run out of washi tape now. Oh, funny. It's funny because like you guys have seen me on these live things. I am still like that thrifty scrapbooker in some ways. Like there's just some things I can't get out of my head, right? Where I'll look at a big pattern paper, and if I've got something else that's covering a big portion of it, I'm like, let's cut the back out of that. I might need that again. Like you have 10 million other pieces of paper in this room, but I might need that piece. But like honestly, if I'm doing these layouts, I really might. So I can totally justify it. Okay, this is gonna be super cute. right? With the little bits of washi. Now, do I try to go up and down? Here's the problem. When you try to go up and down with rainbows. Amy's shaking her head no. I'm like, thank you. Thank you. Because I'm like looking at that going, upside down, sideways rainbows. That's going to be like, it's one thing to have a sideways smiley face potentially on my page. I'm already struggling with that, you know? But sideways rainbows, we're getting a little bit crazy here. So maybe I'm just going to turn this into a strip. I'm going to turn this into a strip first rather than a whole frame thing. We'll go with that. Excellent. So let's go there. But should it be a double strip of double rainbows? I think it should. We'll do that first. Okay, let's offset the colors a little and go like this. Because worst case scenario, I can cut two of them apart, but I can't, harder to put them back together. There we go. We'll do a double strip of rainbows. And then I will have officially used washi tape on this page. So like 5 points for Alice today. And if you're not giving yourself 5 points for every time you do something awesome on one of your pages, well, it's time to start. Let's see here. What have I missed? Marcy says, this is why we have scissors in every room of the house now. It was funny because last night we were talking and I made this example of something that was extra and I pulled out a pair of scissors because it was sitting in front of me. And then I'm like talking about, I'm like, I would never get rid of a pair of scissors. That seems ridiculous. like, worst example ever. Okay, look at that. Little strips of washi. Oh, and then it'll go really nice. Okay. I like it. Let's bring this back over and see where we're at. Okay, we've got a couple strips of this washi. We got this nice picture of us. Double, so it's actually better for layering. I do have these, like, I gotta use some happy faces. Yeah, I wanna like use some like pickup sticks or something. And we've got some of this paper. Now that I have the other, like with the rainbows, I less want to use this, but I still need something big underneath this. But I think it should be like another shape actually. So let's find something I can make a shape with. April says my dad bought me my own set of tools and we put it in a crafty looking container so that I was no longer reliant on my husband's leftover all over everywhere tool collection. As for a while in our house, the only people that could ever find a hammer was me because I was a scrapbooker in the eyelet days, you guys. So I got my own pink hammer. And it has this little home in my craft base. And it has disappeared on me because it's like, where's the hammer? I don't know. Hey, mom has a hammer. Like, but anytime I found it somewhere, I'm like, you put that back. That's mine. I think I'm going to cut this out for titles maybe. Oh, what do I have for titles? Let's have a look. You're a star, love, good vibes. Okay, so grow and bloom. Don't they know the song? It's bloom and grow. I'm confused. It says grow and bloom. Bloom and grow forever. Okay. Like, come on. Okay, I wanted to find a like circle. I think I'm winning. Okay, I think I win. Okay, is this big enough? If I do the big one, maybe. Do I know where the bigger one is? Nope, so it's gonna be big enough. Don't know, so we'll go with this one. April says, I just came from Victoria Marie class and she did the cutout thing. It felt good to see that even she conserves those favorite papers by trimming out the middles. Yes. Right? It's like, well, I don't have to save it, but I can. Okay. So this, I like the idea of using that, but I really think I would need to say bloom and grow or something. Happy smile, good vibes. I don't know. Okay. I don't know about this pickup sticks idea either, but maybe it'll work better once I have a circle on this page. So let's cut a circle and then we'll see what I think. Now, am I going to use up all the good stuff? Probably. Maybe. Is it going to be on this side or that side? That's a question. Okay. I'm sure. Throwing stuff on the floor. Okay, let's cut this up. Sharon says, I still cut out centers of panels of cardstock when making a card and layering. I have so much paper and I can't use it up before I die. Karina, hello, welcome back. Welcome from Canada to our event. She's in Sweden. Like, we're everywhere, y'all. We are everywhere. Scrapbookers, we're hiding everywhere. Mermaid scales, feathers, mountains. The only reason to purchase scissors if they no longer cut, right? Yes. I did get rid of some bad scissors, but you know, I would just not get rid of scissors. There's just another drawer to stash them in or something. Ooh. Actually, one of my smartest things to do was to put some of a pair of scissors and an extra cutting like a trimmer into my travel bag so that I never have to take them out. Because I can't tell you how many times I showed up and I'm like, hey friend, can I just borrow your trimmer all weekend? Because I forgot my trimmer. Or I forgot my scissors. That happened a time too. And like, I'm thinking, I never cut with scissors. I'm not a fussy cutter. And then it was like everything had to be cut with scissors. Like, big mistake, Alice. Big mistake. Okay, so we've got a circle here. This orange feels stark. I want some white behind it. Okay, but if I cut another circle out of that, then I don't have another one. I have another one somewhere, but I don't know that it's put away. Turns out it is. So we're going to cut another one. This is going to be too big behind this other one, but I think we're going to do a thing. We're going to try a thing. Oh, Alice is playing today. Okay. So this is my big circle cutter. These are really old. If they ever break, I'll cry. Like, just saying. They're my old cutting tools from Creative Memories. I don't know if they sell them anymore. I kind of think they don't. And then I thought that they brought them back, but then I thought that they kept them, like, then they didn't have them. But I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to cut around this edge and then I'm going to do something like decorative around the edges of this circle inside it so that these little pieces will be like little curly hairs or something, like kind of fun. April says, I never had that giant circle, right? It's good. Okay, so we're going for this. Like, we're gonna do something weird and unusual, but it's gonna be great. And just in case anybody thought that I planned stuff ahead of time, no, no, I don't sit there and plan it ahead of time, because I think that when we sit down, there's a few people that plan their stuff ahead of time, but I think a lot of us are just staring at that blank page going, what am I going to do with this? And now you get to experience like all the crazy stuff that comes out of my brain. And maybe it helps you feel better about yours. And you're like, wow, I'm not as crazy as that. Okay. So here we go. So I've got my keys, and I'll take that out of the way too. So yeah, here's what I'm going to do. It's going to go behind here, and my picture's going to go on here somehow, like in some way. But I think what I'm going to do is cut into this and with little cuts, and then I'm going to make it into like, I'll just curl the ends on them a little bit. I think that'd be kind of fun, right? And yeah. Bonnie says, I love the creative memory system, but I don't use it as often as I should. Sometimes I can't find it. Well, I thought the big circle wasn't there. I probably would have done this one with the big circle, but now I'm super glad I didn't. So, it all works out in the end. Okay. Marcy said, I was at my cousin's wedding and her mom is my scrapspiration. And she apparently used to have a grid system that no one sells anymore. And she gave it to Goodwill when she downsized. Aw, it was like, no, how could you do this to me? Okay, and I'm not doing anything. I'm trying to make the cuts like straight towards the center. But I didn't draw any lines. I'm winging it. So that's what we're doing. And this kit was called Boho something, Boho Sunshine. So winging it kind of works, right? Like, isn't that kind of the vibe? Like, just like go with the flow. That's a good one. So I'm pretty excited because today is the first day after this big challenge that I've been doing for 75 days. So yesterday I finished my 75 hard challenge that I started doing 76 days ago. And I'm like really super proud of myself right now, and I'm very happy that it's over. But yeah, it taught me a lot, and it really helped me figure out a few things about myself and about how tough I can be and all the stuff. So yeah, feeling very, very good. It's really helped me find motivation and develop my grit. So that was a big part of this challenge, and I feel like I've been very successful in multiple ways. So, okay, that was a lot of cutting. so yes, 75 hard. That was good. And I actually didn't have to restart it at any point. So I was pretty happy about that too, because if you mess up any of the things on any of the days, you have to start over at day one. So I was very attentive in the last couple of weeks, like with my checklist being like, don't miss out, don't mess up on anything. The challenge. So it's called 75 Hard. I heard about it like mentioned on a Mel Robbins podcast, but she didn't really kind of go into much about it. Just said that was something she was doing. And so I went and I looked. And so for 75 days, you do 5 things. And so you go on some kind of diet, it's your choice. I chose keto because I was familiar with how to do it. It's actually what my dad does because he's diabetic. And, I knew I could do it because it doesn't cut out cheese. Like life without cheese just didn't seem like that would be very much fun. Yes, it's a very serious challenge if you have to restart if you slip up one day. So part of the challenge, he calls it a mental toughness challenge. So you go on a diet, you do 2 45-minute workouts every day. One of them has to be outside. So I mostly did yoga for 45 minutes and then walking. That was my things. And I figured like the hard is the doing it, not how hard you do it. It can be like you can choose to do way harder than I did. But for me, the hard was doing it. Bonnie says I agree with you about the cheese. That's what's holding me back from going vegan. I'm like, yeah. Have you tried vegan cheese? It's not cheese. I have a niece and nephew that eat that. And I'm like, your parents need to stop eating that too. Like they can't eat dairy. So like, this is kind of fun, you guys. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't like it. Yeah. Anyways, so diet, 2 45-minute workouts, one of them outside, a progress photo every day. So you have to take your progress photo every day. You have to drink a gallon of water. Anybody that's not in the US, that's like 4 liters of water. That's a lot. And then you have to read 10 pages of nonfiction every day, something to help make your brain better. And so, yeah, and there's no cheat meals, there's no excuses, there's no compromises, and 75 days. So I was really happy to get to day 75. We are cooking potatoes on the smoker today because I am desperate for a potato. So bad. But it's been amazing. And for me, just the stick to itness that I had to like find within myself to like just do it no matter what, that was amazing, right? Like just do it. And because there was no compromises, that actually I think was the magic part. It was I can't say, oh well, I'm gonna have my cheat meal on this day. Oh no, I'm gonna have next week I'll do it. Like there was nothing to negotiate, right? I didn't have to think about it. I just had the checklist of things to do the thing. And because there was no thinking about it, that made a huge difference for me because I just made it work. You just did it. You could do it, Diane. It's the whether you want to. And like for me, I just was in a really bad rut. Like I was in a rut and I needed something to change. And I think by taking on something extra big and extra challenging for me, it was like where I kind of felt like I wasn't really in control. Okay, these are the parameters. Now I just have to do it. Like that kind of just, it wasn't, I didn't have to think about it. Okay, this is what I do. It's not like, do I have to do it? It's like, when do I do it? When do I do the walk? When do I do my yoga? Like, when do I do the stuff? So, yeah. So I was very happy to get to the end. Decision making takes so much energy. The water part would add a lot of hours to my drives between Omaha and the East Coast. Oh, you have no idea. So I started this, when I started, we were just going to go on a road trip to BC, and it's like 8.5 or 9 hours to drive there where we were going in BC. And that was in 2 days. And I'm making all these excuses like, well, I wouldn't want to be drinking that much water while I'm on the road. And so maybe I'll start when we come back from BC. And oh, well, we have load coming up. And oh, I don't know if I can take that on and load at the same time. And la, 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 la. I like excuse. Like it was so bad. If you guys need a bestie that was like an excuse maker, I was your girl. So yeah, I I heard the excuses that I was making and I said, I have to start right now. Like, wow. So I started the next morning. And then the next day we hit the road. And like, let's just say I was not adjusted to drinking that much water at that point. So that was like a lot. These look like flower petals almost. If I have them sticking up like this, would they look like flower petals? I keep wanting to put these on here. I'm losing the battle with my happy faces, you guys. I'm losing the battle. So yes, this is maybe I'll just need to go back to this idea for a second just to convince myself that I like this or I don't like this. I'll try again. No, I just don't like it. Yes, this is a ScrapRoom kit. It's so nice. It's like super good. This is the part from A Simple Stories, Boho Sunshine. And I do have some other little pieces right here. And I have other little pieces right here. And I think I need to cut out that title because I'm getting distracted by these polka dot things, the happy face. I really want them on here, so I got to find a way, but not yet. Yeah, so the decision making was hard, but once I did it, we just did it. And I've never taken that many bathroom stops on a road trip in my life. I think not even when I was a little kid, because like we did road trips as a little kid and that we never had to stop that much. Oh yeah, like the pickup sticks. The pickup sticks were the cutest so far. Okay. I'm taking any and all suggestions. So and then I could add like a couple little things in there actually to go with that. That might be good. Thank you, Crystal. Yeah, so it's really good. I feel really excited to get through this challenge. I feel really excited to see the changes it's made. I had started yoga just previous to starting this challenge. And so I got up this morning and I did my yoga, but I didn't do 45 minutes because half an hour is more convenient. So I did that. And like, I was like high-fiving myself. I'm like, yes, you can do it. You don't need the challenge to do it. You can do it. So yeah, it was a very, very good feeling. And yeah, so I've got some of this yellow and oh, the words. Okay, so we were looking at words here. Bloom and grow. This bloom and grow is going to be the death of me, you guys. I'm going to chop it up. I'm going to chop it up. It's going to say bloom and grow. It needs to say bloom and grow. There's no way. Like my brain cannot disassociate that. So we will fix it. Cut the paper plate vibe. Oh yeah, like just trim some of the ends in. Okay, thanks. Marcy's like, it's looking like a paper plate. Totally, I see it. So we'll fix some of the ends and maybe add a little bit of ink for color to some of it too. But thank you for having my back on that. Always appreciate it. Like making a mistake. Yes. Let's see here. There we go. Now I just need to take the little and off of there. A little bit of cleanup, and now we will have a bloom and grow the way it's supposed to be. And I like the saying for this. I think that's a good one because we got my friend's little daughter who's already 10. It's like, how do these little kids keep growing? There we go. So now we've got a title, and I'll add a little bit of journaling down in here probably. And you got a little good vibes that might like tuck in maybe. Yeah, that might fit in there. We'll see what else. There are all of these cute little things like the little, those little mushrooms that I can tuck into. So cute. Okay. So I think we're going to stay with that for the kind of base. This is going to kind of come up to the side, but let's work on the paper plate. The words with the rainbows make me happy, said Marcy. Like it kind of matches really good with the washi, right? Okay. So I'm just going to go into some of these and cut them a little shorter. And it's going to be a little random, but it'll give a less paper platey vibe to it. And then if I add a little bit of ink to it, that'll look good too. So yeah, it's been good. Yeah, and now that I have done the challenge, like not only did I make it through with all the water and all the things, I actually lost a bunch of weight, and like that was encouraging. Very encouraging. So I was very happy about that because I was feeling a little stuck in my own body. So yeah, very, very happy about just making it through, and just feeling like I've got like an insight on how tough I can be when I set myself up with the right parameters. And that was really a big part of it. It wasn't just that I had to be mentally tough to do it. I needed the right parameters so that it was easier for me to do it. And I think sometimes it's like I want to do the things, but I don't always find a way to like make my success easier. Like Jonas did a bunch of the walks with me, but not all of them. But then I recruited a bunch of friends, right? So one day my mom walked with me. Lots of times my kids walked with me. When Ryan was still at home, he was walking with me sometimes. Joe walked with me a bunch of times. One of my neighbors walked with me a few times. I've had friends go with me, and like I would just get dropped off on the way to my mom's, about a 45-minute walk from her house, and be like, I'll see you there in 45 minutes, right? Like we're going to my parents, but I got to do my walking. So, and it was like those little ways of finding ways to make it work. And there was a few times I was very resentful about having to do it. Let's be real. Like day 74, I was not feeling it. It was like, oh, is this over yet? At that point, it couldn't have been over fast enough. But I did it anyways. And that's a lesson right there for me. Okay, this is seemingly only getting the very tips of the little things, so I'm not getting a lot of ink everywhere on this. Okay. Well, I think I'll take this one, and maybe I'll grab a stamp and like stamp just a little bit of texture on that plate so it's a little less paper plate. But now at least we all know how to make a paper plate look like a paper plate if we need one. Make a circle, cut a million little strips into it, and now you've got a paper plate. Okay, what do I have here? I'm like, I've got something on my desk. Let's pull it out. That's not a lot of texture on here. I just want a little bit of texture in there. Okay. What else do I have handily available? Oh, these little flowers. Okay. Oh, there's a little texture piece. Look at this. I have a chicken set on my desk. Shocking, right? Uh, very nice chicken set. Very cute. But it has like this little piece of texture stamp. So I'm going to take that and I'm going to do a little bit of texture. It's like polka dots. So it's, I've already got lots of polka dots, but whatever. Going with it anyways. Ooh, can barely see through them. I used to have a little case to keep all of these in. Well, I still do have it because of course I didn't get rid of it, but I had a little case to keep it. I hated opening it and unclipping it, doing all this stuff. I tossed them into a Tupperware bowl and I keep them under my desk. And it's just so much easier. And like, I reach for them so much more because I don't have to go into the case to get the little block out. Like, turns out when you make your life a little bit easier, isn't that exactly related to what we were just talking about? Right? Like, so stamping. Alice hasn't done stamping for a while. There we go. Okay, and then I guess I can like start like sticking this page together, and we should do our draw because that's always fun. Giving away the free kit. Not only could you make your own paper plate designs, but you can have all the other fun stuff too. Right? Okay, so April said again, so she's like, I kind of get a sunflower vibe too. Because the little polka dots in the middle remind her of the sunflower seeds. So, spoiler alert. We have a load. I actually did see your question. I forgot to answer it. So we have a mini load coming up. So it's just one of the 1 week loads. I don't have the sales page fully up yet. Joe helped me for a little bit and then he had to go. And then I was like stuck in the middle. So I don't have the sales page fully up because he was not fully available to help me get all the things set up that I need. And now I'm relying on tech support and don't know how to do my own stuff. So like caught in the middle. But anyways, he'll be back to help me get that finished. But we're doing a mini load. It's July 17th to the 23rd, and it's all inspired by flowers. So this is a sunflower vibe that you're getting. I'm like, ooh, too bad I'm not Sunflower Day. That would be perfect. But the spoiler alert is there is a Sunflower Day. There you go. One of the days is inspired by sunflowers. Now you don't have to have pictures of sunflowers, but it it will come up and help you scrapbook a certain kind of story. Okay, well, I think that's actually pretty cute with all the little polka dots on it. I just kind of like mucked them on there, but I like how it looks. I think it's good. It just adds that little bit of texture. I've like cut into some of the little pieces so they're longer and shorter. And this is going to go on here. That's going to go on there. And I used washi tape on a layout. So let's get my pickup sticks stuck down. You guys play that game, right? You know what the pickup sticks? It doesn't look like a paper plate. Once the photo was placed, it was better. So pickup sticks. It's like this game from your childhood where literally there's just a little band of sticks and they have little colored strips on them and you drop them and then you have to try to remove sticks and you get different points for different colors. And you can't move other sticks or something like that. I don't even remember. It's like a long time, but I remember playing it a fair bit as a kid. Not as much as Monopoly. We were definitely a Monopoly family. But I wasn't used to it. When I first played Monopoly with my husband, he cheated. What? I'm like, no. And then he went to follow all the rules from the box and like the rule book. And we had never played with the rule book before. Like, that was also strange. And I'm like, no, we don't play like that. What are you doing? So yeah, super funny. Oh, in California, there was a fast casual Chinese food place called Pickup Sticks. Oh! It's like, Alice, you're not making any sense. You're not talking about Chinese food right now. Okay. There. Happy little smiley faces. There we go. Just that kind of stuck. Yes, it's a little bit too long, I think. Okay. There. Was that gonna stick? Maybe. Okay, and then I can see what I have for extra embellishment pieces that might need to go on here, but it's feeling cute. It's feeling good. Those need to get popped up. This can get attached. And then a couple little doodads. So awesome. Give a shout out for Shelf Designs blog post. Thank you. Having you here to help remind me of all of the things, that's great. So we have a series this year. We decided to do every month of the blog is inspired by some kind of design principle for scrapbooking. And so, like it can be hard to kind of find good information about some of these design principles. And so we're like, why don't we do like a whole series? And that way we've got a month for every one. So we have the 4 bloggers that post every month and they're doing shelf designs. That's the one of the most recent ones that we did. I think this month we're doing card inspired designs. I think April can correct me on that. But June was all about the shelf. So any designs where you're kind of building your layout onto a shelf. So that's where we have all of those posts. Okay, one girl. No, it has to be the pair. Okay. So yeah, we did all of that. So if you're curious about like what shelf designs are, then you're going to want to look at the Scrap Happy blog and you'll find that there are the posts all inspired by the shelf and they'll kind of all mention it right there in the title. So yeah, I was really excited. It's just been going so well. Alice, your page is kind of a shelf and I do that a lot, actually. I was thinking it would be really good if I popped on and did a little post and being like, this is one of my go-to designs. Here are 25 pages. And I wouldn't have a hard time. I could probably look in 3 stacks and find like 25 pages easily. So yeah, it's one of my go-to designs that I often use. So I'm using a little bit of a heavier adhesive to stick this paper plate piece, the sunflower piece. Let's upgrade it. The sunflower piece onto the page, just because I know that my I wouldn't want it to fall off. And as much as I always trust tape runner, I also don't trust tape runner. Okay. We're gonna pop these up And we're going to add a couple little doodads and we are going to be done. Wow. It feels like it was fast. And then I look at the time, I'm like, nope, not fast. Pretty much just normal. That's okay. But it's good because we'll still have time for some show and tell after the draw. There we go. Get those on. So let's see. The food was meh, but they had really good cream cheese wontons, right? A place, as long as they have something that's edible, it's like, okay, sure, we can go there. I know what I'll eat. Actually, we have a restaurant. I don't know if it's like North America or just Canada. Original Joe's. Do you guys have a place called Original Joe's? It's like a big chain restaurant here. So no. Okay. But at Original Joe's, I used to have a thing that I would eat all the time, but it wasn't very keto friendly. So for this last little while, I've explored the different options on the menu. And yesterday when my friend took me for lunch, I had their Cobb salad, and man, they do a really good Cobb salad. I was like shocked like how yummy it was. It's like sometimes salads are like, yep, that was a salad. They kind of leave you a little underwhelmed. But that one was good. Was not underwhelmed. Okay, so I have some little pieces. I'm gonna bring these out. Oh, I have that one big rainbow. It's kind of too big. Too big. But I do have these cute little mushrooms. They're not too big. They're gonna go on my page. They're just too cute. I'm putting them on. And my happy face. And maybe way too big. And a couple of flowers. That one's too big too. Oh, there's a little one here. Okay, so that I like that. Okay, this has to get popped up. And my cute little mushrooms are gonna go on. And mushrooms, you know, they grow. So there's not really a good way of, oh, I could probably tuck one of these flowers underneath. Yeah, I'll do that. Underneath there. This one's going to go flat and the other one will pop up. And then we'll tuck those little flowers underneath and we'll be all done this. Wow. I feel very accomplished. When it just works, right? When it just works, it just works. Thank you. Roz says, it's such a cute layout. The flower is so much fun. April says, I never met a Cobb salad I didn't like. We'll take that back. When they put feta instead of blue cheese. See, I like leave that part out. They had like this blue cheese vinaigrette, and she says, it's really good, actually. She said, I never used to like blue cheese. The waitress tried to talk me into it, and I was like, yes. I did have it with different dressing. So if you're like, well, then it's not a Cobb salad. Okay. I can live with that. Okay, let's fold up. Come on. Fold up the little petals just a little bit, and here. And other than some journaling, I think we're calling that one done. Oh, I didn't put any little enamel dots on it, but I'm not feeling it. So I'll hoard them for the next project. Okay. Beth says, I really liked the grid page designs on the blog in March. Super good, great ideas in there. What else have we done? I have them all written down somewhere. We've done, let me see. I think I was writing them down on every month. Let's see how I did. We did white space in January. We did not write it in my book on February. There you go. Oh no, I didn't write that one in there either. So apparently I thought I had them just written here so I could refer back to them really fast, but I didn't. Okay. Let's have a look here. Oh, okay. So yeah, no, I think this turned out really great. I'm pretty happy with that. I think about the only thing I would have maybe done is take my white pen and draw some other sketchy lines with these to kind of just bring a little bit more white into that little vertical column. And I think I could maybe do it. It's like, don't mess it up now. but I'm brave. Let's try it. Get the white pen rolling. Make sure it's writing. Is it writing? It would be helpful if I was writing on something that wasn't white, because then I could tell better. Yeah. There we go. They don't roll. I tap them a lot, and I think it generally always works. Maybe I need to get a new pen again, but okay, I like the feel. If I can get it to finish the job. It's like just a few more lines. Come on, just a few more lines. Yeah, see, it happens when you're on camera too, not just in real life. Okay, do I have another? I have a few sitting here, but they all tend to have the same issues of deciding when they work and when they don't. Okay, well, had this pen worked, this would have been a lot easier, but got some sketchy lines in there. I'm unsure as to how well that worked, but what's done is done. It's a cute page. Here we go. Bloom and grow. I need a little journaling. I'm probably not going to use a white pen to do that with, but page turned out cute. Okay, let's go back here and I will pull up my random number generator. There are 28 people in the house right now, and one of them is me. So that means your chance out of 27. That's a good number. That's good odds today. Let's see, random number generator. Oh yes, I need to order some stuff. White paper. I'm way out of white paper. 27. And generate says 11. Okay, let's count. Florence, you are our winner. So Florence, can you please send me an email? Let's see here. To alice@alicebull.com. Come on. And send your mailing information and stuff, and I'll pass that on to the gals at the scrap room so that you can get hooked up with your July prize. So congratulations, Florence. Super fun because you'll get the whole thing. So if you want the add-on embellishments, that's an extra thing, but they'll send you the whole flavors of the month kit so that you can play with all the fun things for yourself. And if you're interested in getting one of the kits for your, oh wow, like that's like the bad camera. That's hilarious. How did that happen? That's super funny. I have cameras all over my desk. There's a lot. That's hilarious. So congratulations, Florence. You will get the whole kit, like what I used, without the add-on embellishments. If you'd like to add those to your order, they can arrange that with you, but you will get your kit from the scrap room. So you just have to make sure you send me that email. So there you go. So lots of fun. And then yeah. So it says Florence, but I have like Lauren messaging back to me. So yeah, just let me know. Like send me the email. Okay. So yeah, congratulations. Super fun. So now I'm curious, does anybody have some stuff that you've been making and you're like, I made a thing, and you want to do some show and tell? Because we would love to see what you've been making.
I'll go, Alice. I have something to show.
Perfect. Okay, I got Diane. Let's bring you up on Spotlight.
I'm just stitching my layout here with the title. So that's as far as I am, other than putting the picture down. And there's my shelf.
Yay. Shelf layouts are so handy.
They are.
Awesome. Okay. And then let's see here. Oh, Amy has her hand up.
I have some layouts that I was working on. So this 2-page layout of my nephew at his baseball games this spring.
Nice. Oh, that's so good. Aw. So you guys went, like, it's his baseball game?
Yep. So he's playing, he's number 5. So you can see him, there's his team. He's up to bat there.
Nice.
He just turned 7.
So good.
It was funny because I'm now working on a page. It's funny because we went to a professional baseball game to watch. I live in Minnesota, so the game I went to was the Twins, and I don't know, it was boring almost to watch a professionals play, but we went to watch his team play, and man, it was like 7 errors for each time the ball was hit, and then like they didn't keep score, and the innings were, each kid got 1 turn to bat, and then that was the end of the inning. Like it was just like, but it was more fun to watch that than it was to watch a professional game for us. I don't know. It was just funny because it was like I don't know, we were just laughing at it because like it was just more fun to watch the kids game than it was to watch a professional game. But I don't know, that was just me.
I think like there's that bigger investment, right? Like I love watching the Olympics, but I love watching my kid a lot more. Like, yeah. Marcy says she's in a quiet place, so I could show but not tell. So yeah, let's bring you up. I'll talk for you, Marcy. So let's she's gonna turn on her camera, I think. So give her a sec. Okay, here we go. Spotlight for everybody. Oh, you've been crafty in other ways. Nice. Oh, wow. Oh, you've been really busy. So you can nod yes or no. Is this going into a bigger project, or are they individual like coasters or something? Hats? They're gonna be hats? Oh wow. Cool. I'll let crocheting a kippot. Is it kippot or kippo for daughter's bat mitzvah? Oh, cool. Okay, I understand much better now. Oh, and you've got like an inscription on it. Oh, so it has like that information about the dates and stuff. I can't read it because it's actually gone a little bit blurry, but yeah, that's cool. So it's like personalized. Cool. Nice. So cool. See, it's really cool. And we get to see lots of different things that people are working on. Yeah, and lots of love for your baseball layout, for the old-timey baseball look, and for those baseball seam die cuts and everything for the baseball stuff. And yeah, so cool. So I'm just going back to see what a kippot. Okay, I'm so unfamiliar, but like I'm excited, like because I always learn something new. And Marcy says a yarmulke is the Yiddish word, kippah is the Hebrew, but it's the same thing. Okay, cool. See, we learn all the things. Yeah, no, I love seeing what everybody's up to. If anybody else, like, wave your arms at me and be like, I got something. Kelly, perfect. Let's bring you up. Hello.
Hi. Okay, cool. I got 2 done because I didn't do the journaling. So, but it's too hard to listen to you and journal at the same time. So, it's a double page from a recent California trip. My future and daughter-in-law here was raised in Japan, but we live in Oklahoma, so you can imagine that the sushi is not the same. So when we took her to California last year, she declared the California sushi like the best sushi she'd had outside of Japan. And so then we went back this summer, and this was her going, yes, this is what I waited for. So, and then this picture is we got my nephew to actually try something at a Japanese, restaurant, which their family is like chicken nuggets and grilled cheese. So this was a huge accomplishment here. So all the journaling will be about all that. And then I got another one because we were down in Hollywood, and I'll have to type up the journaling. But again, we had gone to California last year with my son and his then girlfriend, and we had taken her down to Hollywood. And we actually saw a prostitute pick up a guy. Like from the inside of our car, we were ready to get a stoplight. And so this is the story that my son tells everybody about that trip. So when we were there, we were back there this summer, they stopped. This was the actual crosswalk where we saw it happen. So they were making a funny pose, and then I'll type up the story to put it here. Cause at first we were like, well, that girl's skirt's pretty short. Why is she carrying this huge stuffed animal? And then like she dropped it, and we were all like, yeah, whatever. And then she bent over and we were like, oh. And then she did it again, and some guy came and helped her pick it up. And then it was like all three of our brains just like click, 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 click. Oh my gosh, that's what's going on. Anyway, funny
I would
family
be
story,
like
and now
so
I'll get it in the
shocked.
scrapbook.
Comfort food for one family member and out of the box food for another family member to like, we're this is not what we've experienced in life. Wow.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
Wow.
So anyway, so
Yeah.
that's what I worked on today.
Oh, see, it's always interesting when we have show and tell.
You just never know what we'll be showing and telling. So
Well, it's like when you're that kindergarten teacher and they're doing show and tell. Like sometimes that stuff is interesting, you guys. Sometimes that stuff is interesting. So yeah, all the fun stuff. So yeah, really good. Well, this has been so nice. Like I said, we have a load coming up. Do I have it out here? Okay, let me see. Oh, yeah. Okay. So, like I said, it's not open for registration yet if you're not a Scrap Happy member. It's coming. But like I said, it was supposed to be up, but my son was not available to help. But this is our floral bouquet. Every day of the week is going to be inspired by flowers. We like dropped like a little sneak. There will be a sunflower day. And I like the coolest thing about sunflowers. So I can't wait to share that with you actually. Like, I'm like, what? No idea. So yeah, we'll be focusing on a different flower each day of the week, but it's to tell your stories. So you don't have to scrapbook about the flowers, just scrapbook your stories inspired by the flowers. If you happen to use flowers on your page, that will be fun too. so yeah, lots of good stuff coming up with that. For our Scrap Happy members, the whole calendar for July and August is available on our Scrap Happy community so that you can see all of the stuff that's happening over the next 2 months. There's nothing next week, but then the week after, when we're actually doing that mini load, then we have a couple of events scheduled for that week so that we can like scrapbook and do our pages all together. And so I thought that would be really fun. And yeah, lots of interesting stuff. And then Sarah will be back at the end of the month with our scrap school for this month too. So yeah, lots of good stuff still happening. If you make something like anything creative, like what we saw today, you can go ahead and post that over in our Scrap Happy community. We have an area just for sharing your creativity, and it's called Your Creativity for a reason, because we know that sometimes you're crocheting or knitting, sometimes you're quilting, sometimes you're doing other stuff, and it's like, friends, look at the cool thing I made. And so that's what we created that for. Layouts can go there too. That's totally fine, of course, and cards and all the stuff. But yeah, just feel free to post that. And, if you're popping by and checking out some of the things, then do that. We also have a new weekly discussion going on over on our conversation area on our circle community, where I've been like asking a couple of questions on Monday mornings. So you feel free to check those out and let me know what you think. So there'll be a few of them there so far right now to kind of get you started. You can go in and answer a couple. So lots of good stuff there. Kelly says, thanks, Alice. Thank you. Thank you to all of you for taking time to spend with me today. Super fun. Thank you so much to the Scrap Room for sponsoring our prize giveaway. Like, I buy my kits because, like, you guys can see, I love them. I think they're such a good deal. It's such a good way for me to have a nice curated kit to work with to make my scrapbook pages, and I really appreciate them for all the hard work they do curating those kits. I tell you, that is not an easy job at all, and they do such a good job, and then they have so much inspiration. So feel free to check out their stuff. Go check them out on social media. Like, they have a design team that creates with a kit. So yeah, like you saw what I made with this kit, but go see what everybody else is making too, and you'll find so much inspiration. So yeah, Beth says, fun morning, Alice. Thanks. Well, thank you. I love hanging out with you, and I'm looking forward to this. Our August event is already on the calendar because, like I said, I have it all up. So Scrapbook Live in August will be on Saturday the 12th at 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern time. And if you're not signed up to get those emails and you're not a Scrap Happy member, come and join us, because that's where the fun is at. You get all of our load challenges included in membership, but you can go and sign up for that email list right here. I don't spam. I don't have time for that. And it's a private list, so it's just me. It either comes from me or me. And yeah, so you'll only get the stuff about things like this. So there you go. Until next time, you guys, happy scrapping. Have a really good weekend, and I will see you soon. Bye. This was fun, Alice. Thanks. That paper plate comment, oh my gosh, I'm laughing about that all day. I swear. I love it. And congrats to Florence for the winning the kit. That's awesome. So fun.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Yay. We'll get that off to you as long as you send me that email. All good.
Okay, just in the process of doing it.
Awesome.